Finding light in the midst of darkness. In a small village called Louisa lived a boy named Brian. From a young age, Brian was captivated by the world of books and knowledge. Unfortunately, his family was very modest. His father worked as a farmer, and his mother helped by selling small goods at the market. They didn't have much money, but Brian was always eager to learn. Whenever he had free time, he would borrow books from the limited school library. In his village, education was often overlooked. Many children his age preferred to help their parents in the fields or work in the big city. But Brian was different. Even though he often had to help his father in the rice paddies, he still made time to study. Every night, he studied under the dim light of an oil lamp, because the electricity in his village frequently went out. One day, a new teacher arrived at Brian's school. His name was Mr. Musa. He was a teacher passionate about educating children. Mr. Musa saw great potential in Brian. He noticed how Brian always showed enthusiasm for lessons, even though he often came to school in worn-out clothes and carried old books. Moved by this, Mr. Musa decided to help him. However, not everyone in the village supported Brian. Some of his peers often mocked him, saying that studying was pointless and working in the fields was more practical. But Brian remained steadfast in his belief that education was the key to a better future. One day, the local government announced a science competition between schools. Initially hesitant, Brian was encouraged by Mr. Musa to participate. "This is your chance to prove that education can change your life," Mr. Musa told him. With his teacher's guidance, Brian wrote a paper on the importance of proper irrigation for better agricultural yields, a topic deeply relevant to his everyday life. The competition took Brian to the city for the first time. He competed against students from schools with far better facilities and resources. Yet, Brian was undeterred. He presented his ideas with confidence and passion, reflecting his hard work and determination. The night of the awards ceremony arrived. Brian's heart raced. When his name was called as the first-place winner, he couldn't hold back his tears. His victory wasn't just personal. It was a victory for his family, his teacher, and his village. All the hard work and sacrifices had finally paid off. News of Brian's win spread throughout the village. People who once belittled education now saw it in a new light. They realized that education truly had the power to open doors to opportunities they once thought impossible. After the competition, Brian received a scholarship to continue his education at a better school in the city. Although he had to leave his village, he never forgot his roots. Every time he returned, he shared the knowledge he had gained with the children in his village, inspiring them to keep learning and dream big. Thanks to education, Brian's life transformed. He grew up to become a successful agricultural engineer and returned to his village to help improve its farming productivity. Louisa, once lagging behind, became known as one of the villages with the best irrigation system in the region, all thanks to a boy who never gave up on his dream. Mr. Musa, now retired, felt immense pride in seeing his former student succeed. "You are proof that education can change anyone's life," he said with a smile. Brian could only smile back, grateful for all the guidance he had received. Brian's story teaches us that, despite the challenges, education is a path that never goes to waste. With determination, hard work, and the right guidance, anyone can change their fate and even bring great change to their community. Brian found his light in the midst of darkness, and now he has become a light for many others.